Welcome back from the ad break. I hope you are ready for the last part of the lesson. In this part of the lesson, we will be wrapping up and providing a recap of what we have learned in this lesson. Okay, in front of you, you have a concept map where we look at the main concepts that were covered in today's lesson. By now, we are able to provide a description of the respiratory system. We know that it is a system that is made up of organs that allow us to breathe. We know the function of the respiratory system, and we know of the different components, from the organs that are also separated into airways and passages, and we also learned the different features or functions of these components, and also saw how they are structurally adapted to perform their function. Okay, so we did the components and their functions. We also covered main processes, where we looked at three main processes related to the respiratory system, and lastly, we looked at the health issues. We have also covered a number of words. We have covered terms like alveoli, which are small air sacs found at the end of the bronchioles. We learned of bronchi, which are the two large air passages that lead from the trachea, which is also called a windpipe, to the lungs. We learned about the diaphragm, which is a dome-shaped muscle that separates the thorax from the abdomen. Now, a thorax is the upper part or the chest part of the body, and the abdomen being the lower part of the body. We learned about the process of diffusion, which is the movement of a substance from an area of a high concentration to an area of low concentration. We also know what it means to inhale, which means it is taking oxygen-rich air into the body through the mouth or the nose. It can also include inhaling of other pollutants and other gases. And then we learned about the larynx, we learned about respiration, and we learned about the trachea, which is a tube that carries air from the mouth and nose to the bronchial tubes in the lungs. Now, a common error, something that you should be aware of: you should not confuse the two terms or words that are known as breathing and respiration. Breathing refers to the process of inhalation and exhaling gases between the cells and the environment. Now, respiration refers to the chemical process in cells that releases energy from food molecules by using oxygen and forming carbon dioxide as a waste product. Now, that's a reminder that you should not confuse the two terms, breathing and respiration. Now, here's a challenge for you. Lung capacities refer to the volume of air in the lungs at different phases of the respiratory cycle. Your task is to find out how you can increase your lung capacity for physical tasks. That is it from me. I hope you learned a lot and were interested in the lesson. You enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.